Welcome to Colorado Bigfoot. You guys, in this video, you will see amazing things. This is a place I've been studying, visiting, going to for years, and this video should not let you down. I edited through it. There's as little as me as possible and nothing but them, and in unique, never before seen ways. Over and out. Love you guys. Wow, they have eyeballs on it now? You gotta be kidding me. You guys, here's one of their spots. Let me show it to you. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, they do this on purpose all the time. They literally make faces on it. I can see it from here. Look, you guys. Okay, you can already tell this is their world. It looks like you just landed on another planet. No one else can film this. I only film, like, you can, but you won't be able to. Look, they made eyeballs. It's the white ones. Oh my God, I wonder if they did that on purpose. You guys, that looks almost identical to the one I came face to face with. I wonder if the white ones live in there. More than likely, you guys, that every place I go has language and markings and faces. I think that's it. Let's get closer to the other side. Let this be bouncy because sometimes they don't know I'm doing it. Believe me, when I show up, they all know. Okay, it's like people radar or something. No one's coming? No one's behind me, are they? I never see a car, but when you're on a road, you have to constantly check. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, there's an X there. Of course. I think it's an X. Where is it? There's an X right there. Look how pretty. And then there's a hole there. Wish my horn worked. It does work, but I disconnected it. Remember, Brandon? Brandon and I are in the car just like this, and it just starts going, it just gets stuck on. My horn, I'm like, what's going on? And then it went off, right? And then we're driving again, and then it just stuck on again. There's nothing quite as annoying, right? If your horn doesn't stop. And I finally just ripped the hood up and pulled the wire. So ever since then, it hasn't worked. You know what's one? Hey, I never mentioned this to you guys. One interesting thing. I know everything I say. There's at least half of you will not care, but I got to say some of this stuff. It is interesting. This is something everyone has to do. Up here now in Colorado, yes, but not if you live where I do. I think it might be about elevation. So no inspection. Look, no inspection. You don't need inspection. That's awesome. Now it's okay if I pollute things, but I don't need all you guys polluting. So what goes on here? So I'm assuming that most of it, is from somewhere else or inside there. I mean, it would be way easier to believe that they just come from inside the earth in places like this. There's a trident here. I see all kinds of stuff you guys here. I'm not going to do it because I want to keep going. But I have filmed like insane, like incredible, like markers and faces up there. He's not going to come out of that ball and be like, ah, you got me. That's what sucks about this. Even when you get him, you can't, like, I have to go dive on him or something, pin him down. Like, all right. Now you talk. That's really good up there. I love that up there. Right there. It's a car. Cars do come down here sometimes on the weekends. It's also you can cut through from Steamboat Springs through here, so it's real interesting. Beautiful road. Remember, I'm not going to film it right now because I really got to get somewhere far from here. We'll see. It's like real clean and maintained, right? And then watch. It's still, I haven't seen it since. I did this like 2 or 3 years ago. Look at that. You guys, I'm telling you, just look at places that they aren't. Now Google forests anywhere else, and you'll never see that again. You only see that where they are. There's no way a stick goes through a trident unless it's put there. This is something that human beings can't seem, well, 99% of the people that watch me, no. I would think it's almost 100. It's just people chime in, and that's all structures. It's all set up in a place that people can't get to. I see this like strange like lattice type of thing. That is too blatant. Why does there have to be a fake alien in there? Why? You guys, look at that. I'm in the middle of the road, so I gotta be careful. Look, it's set up like it's probably a stump, but man, what the heck? That is just, it's too much. It's half of the reason I come out here. Well, some of the reason, because I'll take a random Zoom like that I would never take, and like, today, and I know that I'll get something that way. So now I'm gonna now I'm gonna actually go into a Bigfoot world. What is going on with this little hippie commune? I want to know more about it. It's such a hippie commune. This seems to be the main, like, there's a bunch of people right in there. It's all like just all garbage. People like this. You guys will like this. Like, look at all the RVs. They're all just shut down. Like, there's an old trailer. There's another trailer behind it. All just sitting there, rotting away, and usually in good shape as well. And then look across the street. Oh, I know. I found a place here too. It's up there. Oh yeah, look, there it is. They go right there at those rocks, right there. How can I make it up? I already knew it. Right there. They're right there. That's their spot. They made those rocks, and that's where they come up. You guys, I'm here to tell you that it happens in so many places here and by you that we wouldn't be able to know. We wouldn't know by looking at it. It'd be like me going, you see 10 feet left to that telephone pole? They come out right there. You won't believe me because I didn't show you a face, right? You guys really should trust me by now. I mean, I have beyond, up and beyond, what's the word? Up and above, gone beyond the realm of any possibility that I'm not on the up and up with you guys about everything. I mean, I don't even, what do I tell you that's so hard to believe? Like, I don't make any, look, you can see it right there. It literally has, the structures are right there. Because there's people around. So you always find the structures, like they make structures around, like near people a lot too. Like all across that river. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. It's a good thing, right? There, you guys got to see in there. There's leaner, like white leaners. I'm going around a real steep turn, so I don't know how good I can show it to you. But in there is all structures. Oh, like through there, it's all leaning tridents and stuff like that. You got to get in there a little bit. and then behind it's that. There's a bridge there as well. It's just all goes on. I bet you at night it is it's a squatch fest in there. It's just unbelievable, or whatever it is. It's like, who knows? That's we're still at that. We don't know who's who and who runs around at night and who doesn't, and what's going on. It's an incredible mystery that they make sure doesn't get out. It's the one thing. So they want you to know. They want it all, but they love that you can't. Well, I don't know if they love it, but there's someone. Basically, I think there's a class for that. Like, you're not coming over here unless you've been through the training, unless you're trusted, and you come over typically with a team. So I think a lot of what these guys do is just below it. Yeah, this is what it looks like below where I was just zooming. Right there. I think a lot of these guys are like, it's just incredible, like right there at nighttime. It's no different in the day, but they'll be visible at night. More. And in the day, I think they just connect to the boulders and stuff, like wherever they are, or trees or whatever they do. Like, I told you, it almost seems like they're doing some kind of sped up photosynthesis or something. Like they're actually getting energy or some kind of nutrients by connecting to roots of trees and stuff like that. I don't know that for sure, but man, I watch them connect, you guys. I've watched one take it off of the tree. It was already there. He took a vine and he connected it to himself. Yeah, it's a crazy thing. And it's one of the times I knew for sure. I already knew, but that was one of the times I knew for sure. This guy lives here. I love this. This is just kind of sightseeing. Like, it's just really pretty if you like rocks and stuff. There's a lot of cars out here today. Oh, that's the spot. Is that it up there? I think it is. It's not it, but it's past that a little bit. But so there's one road up there, right? And I think it's legal. Like, it's actually a public road, but it doesn't go. You have to go all the way up there, right? And there's only one thing on it, and it's this house at the end, and it's bigger than it looks. Where is it? Right there. It's the guy's wealthier than it looks, put it that way, because he has the whole road. There's nothing on the road, and you got to drive like 2 miles up there to get there. And along the way, there's these mystical, unbelievable places like this. Well, you can't see the rocks from here, but it's so good. Like right there a little bit. This is where I saw the door open up. Right up there. But I can still go up there, but I go way before. And I prefer to use the motorcycle that way. When you have a car and you're parked somewhere you're not supposed to be, like, it just looks like, what could this person possibly be doing that's good, right? I'm the only one. Because otherwise, when someone sketches like parked on your road, it's kind of weird, right? Like, why would he be not in his car? Oh, I was looking for Bigfoot. I'm not looking for anything. I found them 10 years ago. You ever seen the video I made? It's called Not Finding Bigfoot, Bigfoot Found. Okay? Remember, that show was designed for one thing and one thing only. So if you ever sign on, like the wealthy guy that they don't want thinking about anything to do with this earth, he's like on a Sunday night, he's like, okay, let me see. Like, he happens to pass by like a channel and he sees Finding Bigfoot, and he's like, okay, let me see what these Bigfoot people are talking about. That's why that show exists. Okay, I've turned down my 4th TV show now for the same reason. They wanted me to be the new Finding Bigfoot, you guys. I don't think it's the same company, but the 2 different producers pitching to Discovery. And they always come back. These producers know nothing. It's Discovery that tells them, yes, we've already told him we want to do it, but he can't show the structures. Because that's what convinces you. You guys, I've turned it down 4 times. I don't want to do it. I am not going to sell out and then be on some show that people turn on, and by the time they're done with the show, they can be like, I knew this was nonsense. Like, I'm not doing that. You know, I literally film them every day for you. Today's a little different because I'm out here. I just want to see what's going on. Little sightseeing, you know. It's the beautiful Colorado River, and it's got incredible activity. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't there. I was like, way back then I zoomed in, I thought I had gotten to here. That's how far away it is, you guys. I've driven, I think, a few miles already. I still haven't got to there. That's where I waved at him up there. Where is it? Oh, he waved at me. Sorry. It's up there. Right up there. Oh, that's yeah. This is them. This is the beginning of them right here. It's very special, and there's nothing there, and everything is stacked up. Like, look, guys. I think, is there something between the two rocks? I know it looks like a shadow on here, but with my eyes, it doesn't look like a shadow. See the rock in between? There's like a shadow. In there, and it might be, but I'll tell you, with my eyes, it looks like someone. In the camera, it doesn't look like any. It just looks like a shadow. But with my eyes, it looks like a being. Like I see a round head and everything. What's making? And then up here is where it gets real good. That's not where the door opened, but it's the beginning of it. It's down to the right more. So all these rocks look real weird to me. Is that a shadow? I think it is. Can't tell. I'm not trying to film anything. I just in case I do it by accident. Well, even if I do it by accident, it's not really an accident. Because I know where to film. Here comes another train. Oh, it's a freight train. Very cool. I don't know what it is. Like, I've always liked trains, but like I guess because it's out here, I love to see them. So cool. That's all meth. Just kidding. What is it there? Someone tell me. I know one of you guys know, one of you train people know. John. What am I talking about? John, who was just here from the UK, is a supervisor on a railroad. He's like a boss on a railroad. John, what's in those cars? You probably tell. Let's see if it's written. I don't see. There's nothing hazardous. Oh, there is. All right. So what we'll do as a trucker, before you get your license, you see that red symbol at the front. You can just see it at the front. Those are the hazardous signs. It'll tell you how. It'll tell you the degree of flammability. It looks like whatever's in there is flammable. But that's the placard. That triangle placard will tell you. If you ever look at a truck, most people don't know, but next time you see a big a tanker truck, you'll see his triangle. It'll tell you what. It usually tells you what he's carrying, more or less. And I believe that's a flammable placard. Let's see if we can see. Pause it, right? There, pause it. Cool. Now the big question is, if you were stuck out there and you saw this going by, would you be able to grab that? I'm being totally serious, because I was just thinking that. I don't think so. It's actually going faster, a little faster than it might appear. You know how you do it? Take your one eye and then just like take a tree back here and then just watch how fast one goes by, like my finger. Watch. I would say he's doing a solid like 27 to 30 miles an hour. So you'd have a hell of a time. You might be able to like run it. My suggestion, I know how ridiculous this is, but my suggestion would be if you could run fairly fast and you had a flat thing next to the tracks, would be to run as fast as you could and then just kind of do a Charlie, whatever that guy's name is, not Charlie Chaplin, but there's that one guy that did all those stunts. You see him like waving off the back of a train or a trolley, like, and then grab on. So do I think I get on there? I don't know. I think I could try. They look cool. I love it. You guys should love everything. Don't take things for granted. We're all so guilty of this. Well, most of it, yeah. I mean, I would think everyone is, really. I mean, how could you not be? Just about water alone. I mean, how many humans have never taken the time to appreciate, like, water, fire, all the elements? Think of it, just the elements alone are miracles within themselves. And you're so beyond brainwashed, you can't even process this. No one even thinks about it, you know. I'm not talking to the people that listen to me. They do. But like we're talking about, whenever I say this stuff, guys, it's always the mainstream. If you're on Patreon or if you're on Energy Overload, or of course I know you know that. There's one of their spawns. That's where he waved, you guys. Right there. He was right there. He waved at me. You want to know the craziest thing? I had to ask myself, does he know I'm looking through the photo and not actually recording? Because if he does, that's just unacceptable to me. Like, how come he didn't wave to, like, I don't understand. Like I'm literally doing this, right? Just like this, except I'm on my cell phone, but I can go 100 times. Like, that's been put there. There's no way that could be there. It's impossible. It's two different rocks. There's another really interesting spot back there. Hold on a second. I think I just saw one. These guys are like, you can like bust these guys. Telling you, that's it right there, you guys. Look at it. It's just so made. It looks just like the petroglyphs where I found the little people. Same spot. Look at here. Doesn't look as active. All right. They all know, although they might entertain me, I don't know. So far in my experience, the guys that are at the rocks are like old civilizations, and no one's seems to be in a rush to come out to say, hey. Like, they really, the forest is a whole different place than when you find like where the petroglyphs are and stuff. So far, it's a whole different world to me. Like a place like this versus like the forest. I love this part right here. I filmed this once right here. Because I'm not here all day. I just came here for a couple hours just so I could do this. I wanted to get some shots like this, talk too much, and then I'm really hoping I can get the bike for the rest of the day. It's going to take me about an hour and 20 to get home from here. I'm not leaving quite yet. The water's chilly. If you want to find out how cold that is, Colorado River, I don't know where I am. I have no idea what this is called. You could just say Colorado River gypsum. That's right. That's where I come off the highway. I'm assuming it's the same temperature. I think it's road work. I remember I'm not going to do it now, but I remember filming some oddball things up right in here. I'm telling you guys, this whole thing, why would I try to convince you? It's all of this up here. This whole thing is so squatchy. Like down below, you can't see, but down below in here, it's like, there's like giant faces of stuff, and the caves go way in, and they look used. Like, they really look used, you guys. Like, there's like sweat things, and remember, I filmed one of the white guys there at that opening as well. Some guy, he like became like a crystallized face, and it was pure white against all that blackness. In my head, I keep getting, the word is out. That's what I keep getting. The word is out that I'm here. It's always out when I get here. I know, we're all just dying to see him right there. Like, you go up and he's just like you see him, he's got one hand on his hip, and he's just like, That'd be so cool. Like, I'm coming up. As John Guy would say, "What's up, buddy?" John Guy says that. He thinks he's still up for me, but I don't say that, so. The other thing is, too, he's just be standing right there. I told you, it's way, way out of our... Just when you think you get a grasp on it. I re-pulled over because, it's amazing that you can see it from here, how that's the peak of everything. And at the peak of everything, it seems to be one of the most interesting places. I told you, all the way up. I don't make any of this up. Get it? Up. It's pretty amazing up there. Us. We've been removed from knowing anything. This is the only way you'll ever know. So instead of that guy stepping out right now, the nationwide alert is out. So I just gotta make sure. It doesn't matter because you still get, you might get lucky. for sure, like confirmed where they come in and out. Is right there. Oh my God, it's one of them waving, like almost. It's definitely a marker. 100%, it's a marker. I just want to be up there right this second. I want to go in there. You guys, come on. Look at that. I don't remember seeing it like that. You can see that right there? There's a car. See that right there? Like that? That's freaking amazing. If anyone sees one person, you get $1 million. You can. They're tinted, but like I can see their heads. So when I was next to them on the motorcycle, the way the sun was lighting up, you could see everybody. And they're not everyone, but like a lot of people were waving at me as I was next to them, because I gave like I did like an over enthusiastic, like I took both my hands and I put them up in the air. Like, yeah, and they were all like really happy about that. I find their spots. You go up to the top of this, and you'll find like the seats and everything right there. And then they come out right here. Oh, here's where I filmed I think it was there. Is it there? Let's just do it anyway. I think it was there. And it's good. It's a good thing to do it again, because that means this is a spot that they're at. Like a lot of times though. Let's just pull down a little bit. It's right up there. Actually, you know what? Give me a sec. Let's just do one more zoom, because I think based on, it wasn't just him. There was many, many more, but the other ones were a little harder to see. But you can see them. So I wonder if it was a rare situation, like that they would be there, or because I was here, or is it because, believe me, it doesn't matter whether you guys like me or not. It's a big deal when I show up to film them. Okay, they don't judge like humans. If you walk around judging other humans, more than likely you're the one that doesn't want to be judged the most. A good person doesn't do that. He encourages, he or she encourages others. Actually, maybe it was this one. Yeah, because that's a little too high. I think it was like over there somewhere. But anyway, I'll show you the timestamp. I thought I knew for sure, but I think that's where I found the footprints. I was like right in there when it was like snow, and I thought I saw like activity in there. So you know this is all good. You guys down here a few miles and up on this same ridge, but down that way. It goes down here, but it continues just like this, even better. Also, hopefully I get there today. I filmed, you guys, the door is open. Like it closes, and they were all out there. I got him through the sunroof. It's all on video. You can't deny it. It's one of their teleporters. They're all over here, and I can only imagine that a lot of the times you just wouldn't know. They can just, that's why I was mentioning back, about the Discovery Channel. I never finished, that those footprints could be there because, just because we think you need this for that to happen, and they might not need it. I think that's why we see, it seems to be in almost all the open, like if there's like a Bigfoot in a field, or in my videos, if you catch anything like out in the open, he seems to have like a belt or some kind of box, something in his hand, something like that. So I'm pretty convinced. I couldn't swear in a court of law, but I'm pretty convinced right now that when they are off their system, that they carry tech with them. I used to tell you, like, there's just an app for that, you know, like, and you'll see round rocks like this that just kind of could be there naturally, but it's unlikely. It's not back there. Like this run right here, that was placed there. It has nothing to do with that kind of rock. It's a completely different rock, and it's unique. It looks like one of their heads, and to them, they might, like I told Brandon something the other day, like they might as well put a sign out, and they're so blatant, you know? That's what they do. They put another one down below. And then in the winter, I find footprints all in front of that. Yeah, that's theirs. It's a vase. Remember, you're the only one that wants to be impressed. They don't need that.